things.
Mm-hmm.
A woman desires to smell good and look pretty. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I completely agree
And
with
a
you. I completely
man,
agree with you on all of it. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many women want that 50-50 though. Like they want to be just as big as the man. They're just sitting there competing with their boyfriends every
well,
day.
I think that's like toxic femininity because it's like as women, it's not a woman. Like I think masculine energy is work. Feminine energy is not working. It's receiving. So it's
I
like
agree with that.
it's
Yeah,
not.
true. Yeah, very true.
I don't
The
like
man gives,
that.
the woman receives.
Men do the
Yeah.
same thing though. Men want 50-50 to me more than women
I
do.
think
Those
so
are not
too.
real men
I
if
was
they're
just about to
saying
say
that.
that.
They're
I was
not.
about to say that.
I
Shit.
I've
agree.
seen a
Men
lot.
push the 50-50.
Them the
I would,
bu-
I
them the
would say
bums.
I would
Yes,
say we were
especially
I would say we were raised to be 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
raised. Who-
Yeah.
Huh?
I would say
Who
like
raised you?
me personally, no one ever growing up, no one ever told me to pay for a meal for
Well, you had a
first
single
date.
mother,
You
correct?
know what I'm saying? Exactly.
He had a
Yeah.
single mother,
So
guys. That's why we asked that
Okay.
question before because you can understand where these things come from.
I had a
yeah,
single mother
because I've
too, but my mom always taught my brother
A
to.
man being a single, like having a single mother household, is completely different than like
yeah,
than like
it
you
skews
I
everything.
agree.
experienced.
I'm not a man, so
I
I would
realized
never understand how a man would be
the first time I
raised.
realized like how different it was when I was talking to my mom one time and I was dating this girl. She was like, I think I was like 20 or something. She was like 18 at the time. She was like, "Why are you dating a younger girl? You should be dating a woman who's like, like 3 years older than you. She might have like some resources. Her parents might be, more
Your mom was brainwashing
established."
Your
you.
I'm
mom
like,
told you
what?
She
this?
was brainwashing
Yeah,
him the
but
wrong way.
exactly. This is before I like knew stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know a whole lot about like red pill stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, we're on the Purple Pill podcast, but when I read the book, I read Rational Male,
Yeah.
right? So that's most of my experience from this. So when I read that, I was like, yo, my mom really taught me like the opposite. Because that shit didn't rationalize my brain. Like, what the fuck? She's hot. Like, that's all that matters.
That's
You know
better
what I'm
than
saying?
my family. Like my family called me a groomer for dating. Like my girlfriend's 23 years old and I'm 31. I get called a groomer by my family
Oh wow.
because I've
That's
always dated girls that are a few years younger than me or like
Wow.
it's
Groomer is such a
ridiculous.
savage word to use.
Yeah,
I ain't
it's
gonna lie.
ridiculous. I know. But yeah, so we're done with that one. Can you click Rod's question really quick? Question for the ladies. What's the most expensive dinner or trip a guy has paid for? That's a really good question. We'll start with you this time. Most expensive dinner or trip?
A guy paid for me to go to Egypt and get my teeth done.
Oh
What?
my
Wow.
God. How much
You
was
did it?
that?
How old was he?
My teeth was like 7. The trip in total was like almost 12.
Who the hell was
Oh,
this guy?
wow.
He's a great guy. Still cool to
How old
this
was
day.
he?
Clearly.
How
He
old
was
was
like
he?
How old is
he was like 31 at the time, 32.
Wow.
So you went all the way to
Oh,
Egypt, got your
man.
teeth fixed.
I
and came
gotta
back?
ask, what the hell were you doing? Was he a musician or
Right.
athlete?
He wasn't neither.
You throw it back for him, or
I mean, yeah.
okay,
She
good
had
for
to.
you.
But
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
How old were you?
before we even like before I even knew he was on that type of time, and I actually
How
genuinely
old were
liked
you
him.
when you got this done? How old were you?
This was 20.
How old were you? Not the year.
20. I was 23.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys simping work sometimes, man.
That's
Simple
crazy.
words,
You did all
man.
that.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you say you didn't know he was on that type of time?
No, cause like I met him through a friend, so we would always be around each other type stuff, and I never really gave him the time of day.
Wow.
And then we all just kind of started. We just started talking. We really clicked, and then like he just was like on some other type of timing.
What
Or
made-
was this
like,
before or
what?
after Egypt? Like that
What?
y'all.
Do we couldn't connect it and
Yeah.
click? Oh, this was way before. Like I've known him
Okay.
since like 2015, 2016.
Why did you give him the time? Was it his personality or the money he was spending?
It was the persistency, cause he didn't really show that he had money until later on. Cause he was trying to fill me out. Cause I feel like I've progressed as a woman, so I feel like he kind of saw that, and then he kind of picked his cards at the right times to like throw them at me to see what type of time I want. I
Hey,
feel like he realized
How
that
come
I'm
y'all didn't
mature.
get married? Yeah. And
I'm not ready for children.
I got so many questions.
I don't
about
want to
that.
get married right now.
Everything.
I
If
don't
he
want
knew
none
you,
of that
if
right
he knew
now.
you since 15, why would he wait
2015.
to spend money? Well, I wouldn't have waited. If I got it like that, I would have
Because
shot my
we
shot
weren't-
from
we-
initially.
We weren't looking at it. Like I said, he was always around. So initially,
He liked you when he first met you.
that's what he told me.
He should have said
And I
something
never
then.
knew. Like
I wouldn't have
never
waited. I
knew.
would have never waited that long. He was
I
tripping.
never knew. Like I never knew until like we just kind of
Didn't
started.
he
I feel
give you
like-
all that money
I feel
over?
like,
So
I feel
question.
like maybe
He gave
I
you
was
the teeth before or after you smashed?
after.
Oh, okay.
hmm
Makes sense.
So what was the conversation like for him to say, "Hey, let's go get your teeth done"?
I mean, this Actually, I was gonna get him to myself. Like I already had this shit set up for myself, and he kind of just surprised me one day and was like, "I'm doing it for you. Like save that money. I'm gonna do it for you." And I was just like, "Wow, okay."
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
gotta try to find that guy, man.
Nah.
Yeah.
He either really liked you, he was a big simp. Hey, one of the two.
Yeah.
One,
Probably
one of the
both.
two. I hate
I
to
can
say it.
relate that. I don't know what it is, but like if I'm really feeling a girl, like there's something about me that just want to pay all her bills.
Men
fix
are
all her
providers.
problems.
We
led
love
with his
you,
wallet,
King.
if he had led with his wallet first, like instead of saying I like you, if he had led and said, "Hey, let's go to Egypt," would you have liked or respected him as much?
No.
I was just about to say
Exactly.
I feel
yeah.
like the slow persistency of him actually just getting to really know me is what initially attracted me. Because it's not like I've hadn't had people offer me those type of things or that amount of price. It's just simple fact that he really took his time to get to know me for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it made it more like I can accept this knowing it won't come with something like it's something afterwards. 'Cause a lot of times if you give somebody something, they expect you to
I
do
almost
something.
feel like you friend zoned him, but I mean, he got the cookie, but he just went about it too long and he spent too much money on it. He could have done it way shorter, way less money. Like I would have never done that. Like,
That guy's a
Everybody's
fucking simp.
different.
So,
Yeah,
so
it
what?
is what
So
it
what
is, yeah.
ended it for between y'all? Like ultimately, what made
Because
him-
he wanted to be like have kids, get married, move in
Of
together.
course.
No,
I
no.
was
What I
not
mean,
trying
like,
to do
did he
that.
did he propose to you, or was he
No,
just trying to have
didn't.
conversation?
He was insinuating it, but I was just like, absolutely the fuck not.
man, she didn't like him like
But
that.
I'm
bro.
noticing earlier you said you're on the type of time where it's like I'm trying to have like a serious relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
So is this
It
before
wasn't him.
Now that I'm like, because after 2021, I had like a whole time to myself. Like I didn't go on dates, I didn't have sex or do nothing. So like during that time, I was just by myself, and I kind of figured out what I wanted and where I wanted, the direction I wanted to go in life. And now I'm ready, and
I
I
got
kind of
it.
feel
Why don't
bad because
So
Why
why
don't
don't
you hit him back?
I was just about to say, I got one
right
question. Why
after
you hit
this,
him
go
back?
ahead and give
She don't like him like that, bro.
Unblock
She don't
him
like
and give him
like
a
that.
call.
She don't like him like that.
Yeah, I
Y'all-
mean, if you got the bag like that, it's
y'all
gotta be
ask-
something that
Y'all are
can come
asking
through
so
out,
many
bro.
questions about this guy, and I swear to God, he's nothing to her. Like he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Literally,
exactly.
y'all
Has to
don't
be.
y'all don't want any questions about this guy because you don't want no advice about that dude because he's a loser. It
Yeah.
sounds like.
oh my
I'm just being.
God.
I'm just
Yeah.
being.
No, you speaking facts.
I don't-
There's a reason why he's not with you right now. That's all I gotta
Exactly,
say. That's all I gotta say.
Facts.
Wait. So
So,
question
to
for the
other-
ladies.
other two.
Expensive dinner or trip? Most expensive dinner or trip you've gone on?
I would say trip, and I don't know how expensive though, because I wasn't
You
looking
weren't.
at the financials.
But
I
where was it to?
There to Puerto Rico.
To Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Most expensive dinner or trip?
I would say a dinner. I like to eat.
Really nice place.
$500.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
I got a question for you before you move to the last lady, though.
Yeah.
Would you be open to getting flued out since you ain't been on no trips yet?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for the
I mean,
viewers.
I've been flown out before. I wasn't going to
Oh
know
wow.
It just wasn't that fun.
Puerto Rico. I've been back home, but
She
that
been to
don't
Houston.
count.
She gets flown out to Miami,
You know,
guys.
get flown out to Miami.
She gets flown out to Miami. What about you? What's the most expensive thing? Trip or dinner?
Neither. I would say probably like the most money a dude ever spent on me. Well, I don't want to lie, but probably $300.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're celibate for 3 years, so you haven't been doing that much. What was Joshua's comment, or what was Joshua's? Joshua Frick, $20, man. Thank you so much.